wins and no losses. He stands 188 centimeters tall and weighs already 77.5 kilograms. Representing All-Star Gym and fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden. Give it up for Hamzat Chimaev. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 4 wins and no losses. All of his victories have ended in the very first round. He stands 185 centimeters tall and weighs already 77.3 kilograms. Representing Gym 23 and fighting out of Vienna, Austria. Give it up for Marco Chimaev. Your referees, Helmy Langosi.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Brave Nation, don't forget, you can be a part of the conversation. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think. So join us using the hashtag BraveCF18 to let us know what you think of the fights.
And off we go in this one. Oh, there's the low kick. There's a fast start.
Whoa!
Whoa!
These guys are fighting like they've got somewhere to be.
God.
Whoa!
Oh! God. My God!
Marco back to his feet.
Oh! What?
But Chimaev does not want to spend any time inside the guard of Marco Kisic.
It almost looks like you're playing Street Fighter and you have someone button mashing at this point. Oh my God!
Oh, he got wobbled.
Staggered. Feet are back underneath him.
There's a beautiful spinning back kick landed to the body.
Yep, he's got to keep on throwing more and more of those leg kicks. My God!
Catches the kick and drops him with the overhand.
Oof!
Marco back to his feet.
Hamzat coming out like a bat out of hell.
Oh, nice right hook from Marco. This fight has already gone longer than any of Marco Kisic's previous fights.
That's insane.
And I'm grateful because I want to see more of these fighters.
Good takedown from Chimaev. Marco may use the cage here to roll. Walk up that cage.
If you've never seen Reza Madadi corner a fighter, now's your chance. He is one of the most animated cornermen you will ever see.
They talk about corners being in the cage with you emotionally.
Chimaev setting up the crucifix. But look at those hips.
Oh!
Oh, those dangerous hips I was talking about from Marco Kisic.
Nicely done by Marco. Look at that.
I am loving this karate jiu-jitsu combination.
Needs to get that back off the cage.
That right hand of Hamzat is something else.
Oh! Chimaev drops him.
That hand power.
Oh!
Something to behold.
Devastating ground and pound, landing hammer fist after hammer fist on the dome of Marco Kisic.
We may be down to fairly short time.
Marco. Oh!
Oh, Marco's absorbing some big shots here. Chimaev switches to half guard. Knee on belly. Doesn't quite have the space for mount. But again, big strikes. Switches to the high mount.
Oh, this is bad for Marco. This is bad.
This could be the beginning of the end.
He's going to try and do a backdoor escape, maybe come out with a leg lock, but it's going to be tough.
Try and get those feet underneath the armpit of Chimaev, who's in on a Kimura. So Marco just trying to get those feet underneath the armpit, escape out the back door and get that leg lock like you were talking about, Carrick.
Ow.
Oh, big hammer fist.
That's it.
That's
It's
it.
all over.
Marco Kisic protesting the stoppage. Marco's corner are not happy about that stoppage at all. But fighter safety is paramount here at Brave Combat Federation. Another first round stoppage for Khamzat Chimaev.
Well done by the Swedish Chechen. That was an incredible performance, and what a way to make your debut in the Brave Combat Federation cage.
As you say, the All-Star team are building something very special in that young man.
That was a near flawless performance.
But massive props to Marko Kisic, taking the fight on, what, 6 days notice?
Yep, absolutely. Well, I mean, incredible heart from Marko, and we'll definitely be seeing him back again in the Brave cage. In comes Carlos Kramer.
Ladies and gentlemen, another incredible fight. This one comes to an end at 3 minutes and 12 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO to the strikes, Hamzat Chimaev. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 4 wins and no losses. He stands 188 centimeters tall and weighs already 79.75 kilograms. Representing All-Star Training Center and fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden. Give it up for Hamzat Chimaev. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 8 wins and no losses. He stands 185 centimeters tall and weighs already 79 kilograms. Representing KHK MMA, Bahrain, and fighting out of Dagestan, Russia. Give it up for Ikram Your referee is Thomas Brunner.
Along into the welterweight division here at Brave Combat Federation 23. Rick Nodingfield and Kirk. Welterweight and Brave is now 175 pounds. That's due to the adding of the super lightweight division at 165. Somebody's O has got to go, gentlemen. This is going to be a pure ballet of violence.
Beautifully worded, no rookie. This is, somebody's getting knocked out in this fight. I don't see this fight going to a decision. Might have thrown the commentator's curse on it there, I hope not. But last time we saw Hamzat inside the cage, he needed only 36 seconds to destroy Sidney Hewitt. So that shows the kind of power that Hamzat has.
Counter right hand, right. Alice Karoff and Chimaev is again up that baseball overhand right. Every time there's an opportunity, both are going to throw fire at each other. Alice Karoff popped back up to his feet, but that was a big shot landed by Hamzat Chimaev straight away.
You're not going to take a world sambo champion down that easily.
Almost a push of anticipation falls over the arena here in Jordan. Chimaev is in, leading his massive weight and going to try and soften up Alice Karoff.
Just trying to secure the body lock with those double underhooks.
Interested to see how Alice Karoff is after that flash knockdown. Are the cobwebs clear, Kieran? Chimaev just working to try and get the back, but beautiful work by Alice Karoff not to allow it. Yeah, that's Zambo background coming into play there. So indicate that the senses are fully there. He's recovered from that flash knockdown. Body lock up against the cage. So far, it's been all his way.
I would like to see Chimaev disengage. disengage, break the lock, and you were having success with the hand, so why not continue down that avenue?
I think he's listening to you.
Each shot landed by Chimaev with utter violence and seems to knock Alaskarov. Interesting to see how he is back in the center of the cage now. Work behind that jab. Taste of the power of Chimaev.
What a leg kick, we heard that rattle through the arena.
Combination of a long right hand. Chimaev is changing stances from southpaw to orthodox.
Big head kick from Alaskarov, but again another crushing leg kick thrown in by Hamzat.
Your referee is Thomas Grunder.
There used to be a TV show called Deadliest Warrior, and they used to pit different people and different warriors against each other. Tonight, we've got it in real life. We've got the Viking versus the Zulu. Chimaev is in the grey, Hulunga is in the black and red, and gentlemen, I am too excited for this one.
Oh man, you're making me miss that show now.
There's this strange air of expectancy when you have the two guys of this caliber. Big takedown by Boris Chimaev.
And I like how he's mixing it up. He's just not making it a brawl fight. He knows that it's going to be a stand-up fight, but just to mix it up, to take the strength away from his opponent, maybe he's not good on his back, and that's something he looked up while watching film.
Chimaev out of the world-famous All-Stars gym as well, so he's got great training partners.
Who's who, yeah.
Exactly, he'd be well used to in this type of position with some of the best in the world. He's in that anchor position that we like to call the half-guard position here, and expect hell to rain down on top of Hulunga here with Chimaev, and he'll do it with a sinister smile on his face.
If you're spending time in the gym with somebody like Ilir Latifi, with a Reza Madadi, you're going to be put in these positions. You're going to know exactly what to do. You're training with some of the best in the world.
And Hulunga's being smart. He's establishing a butterfly guard. He's establishing different types of movements with his knees to make sure his opponent can't just solidify a nice half guard, can't solidify a proper side control or whatever further from that. So it's really nice to see that even though he's still on his back, he's playing it as safe as possible.
Like what Chimaev is doing with his head, he was just grinding it into under the chin of Hulunga, and he's got that arm trapped, and he's looking to step across. Maybe crucifix goes knee on belly instead, and good shots on top by Boris.
And this is a smart position, using the fence as your frenemy and being able to pick him up, slam him back down.
Again, that illustrates just how dangerous and how necessary those double underhooks are in mixed martial arts.
And you see how immediately he's in, half guard, immediately transitions over to side control, just stepping over that leg and trying to get possibly a top crucifix. He's already blocked that arm and trapped that arm.
Hulunga done excellent work to get back to his feet. It was only for a second, and a big takedown, and Chimaev working and grinding that forearm now across the jawline of Hulunga. That's living hell there.
Making it so uncomfortable, forcing him to turn away when he should be trying to turn in towards Hamzat to try and perhaps get a knee in, get the knee shield, recover half guard.
And I like how he's putting it at the neck, pretty much in a sense suffocating your opponent. It's not a submission, it's not going to tap someone out, but being able to suffocate them without literally putting your hand over their mouth and nose. It changes the whole game and makes your opponent forcefully move to different positions.
An arm choke potentially here. He lets it go because he's got himself in the full mount. Hamzat Chimaev showcasing all his skills so far this evening. Everyone thought this might be a stand-up war, and he's shown that he's a true martial artist, a well-rounded mixed martial artist, putting on a performance here on the mat, constantly working as well.
That's a good point, Noel. You see when he's in these positions, he's not just laying and praying. He's doing that. He's creating these little pockets from which he can land the elbow. He's framing off beautifully, using his hand just to frame off and crash in with that elbow.
And he's doing more than enough to keep this fight on the ground. So the referee doesn't go, hey, you're not doing any action. No, he's doing action. It's just a very technical aspect to where it might not be extremely damaging, but it's definitely enough to keep this fight where it's at.
Guard was wide open there, but Hamzat was comfortable in that position. He could have slid into scarf, he could have got that knee through, but he seems to be quite happy in that anchored position.
I train under Dean Thomas, and he loves the half guard position. He believes that's the best position for ground and pound, especially if you're able to get your opponent's back against the fence. He has nowhere to move. He is stuck there. You are trapping his leg. That other shoulder is trapped against the fence, and he's not able to really, in a sense, go out a back door because there isn't a back door. You might be only able to punch with one arm, but that's more than no arms. That's more than not doing any type of damage. And again, it's forcing your opponent to, in a sense, suffocate himself and try to go in a different position, and maybe a submission comes out of it.
Nasty elbows being rained down there on top. They're all starting to add up and really take away from Hulunga. And Hulunga, he's not really showing a frustrated face at the moment, but it's got to be frustrating being caught under this for the majority of the opening round.
Oh, it's definitely frustrating and mentally draining. Again, it possibly is going to force you to do different things, especially if he gets taken down immediately in the second round. What is he going to do next? Is he going to stay in this position the entire second round, or is he going to stand up?
Great game plan as well. When you look up by Hamzat Chimaev, he's making him being defensive, grappling, tire him out. I'm sure, he's seen the viral footage, he's seen the KO power that is in the hands and both hands of Hulunga, and he's taking that away by making him work constantly on the canvas.
And it looks like this fight's going to go into the second round. So what he's done is he's depleted the cardio of Halonga more than he has his own, because he's there, he's landing his shots.
And he's going to make Halonga think about the takedown. So that's going to open up a whole new world on the feet as well, because Halonga in the back of his mind is thinking, here's the takedown, here's the takedown.
Saying though, Hamzat has now put that tech in Mazwandili's head. He's letting him know that yes, potentially you could be taken down, which then leaves him vulnerable for the strikes. Very intelligent.
Changes levels and looks for that takedown again, and got the two hands clasped, goes side. He's going to run over to his corner.
Oh, he went full back. Beautiful.
And that's an extremely smart move. Again, taking him to your corner. If you can, why not on this side? You're able to listen to your coaches there. He has two amazing coaches. He trains with some of the best in the world, and from here, he's just listening. Nothing has to be yelled at. He hears it right then and there, and he's able to act upon it. And you see his coach, even with the hand gestures and movement, you know, he's looking, going, what do I need to do? Oh, okay, cool, I'm doing this. All right, I'm doing it, coach. I'm doing it, and this, I'm listening 100% what you're saying. And you see how easily he's transitioning in different positions.
Looking for a neck here to drag Halonga back down. He ties that up.
He's going for the darts.
He needs to lock up the legs. He needs to get that hook in the leg.
Again, he's trying to stay on top of this 100% finish rate. Halonga is trying his best to move, and
he's doing the right thing. He's trying to prevent all that.
He can get it from this position as well. Oh, he's out.
He's out. He is out. And that is it. Khamzat Chimaev has put.
Are you absolutely kidding me? What a win that was! This victory comes at 1 minute and 16 seconds of the second round. Your winner by Darstow, Hamzat Are you ready for our main event of the evening? We love you guys. You are amazing. All right, let's bring our first warrior into the cage for the main event of the evening. Fighting out of Chechnya. Give it up for Hamzat Chimaev.
All-Star Gym, Sweden. I don't know how this is going, but I know I'm gonna smash this guy. I'm better than him and everything. I'm the best. I'm ready for you.
Bahrain, when he completely decimated the jaw of Marco Kisic, who in his own right is a fantastic fighter, and that's an illustration of just how good Hamzat is at. That fight was at welterweight. He's taking this fight on short notice, gone up to middleweight so he doesn't have to cut a lot of weight. I actually think that we could see the best ever Hamzat with not having to cut that amount of weight. relatively young in his mixed martial arts career. 3-0, all wins by finishes. 2 TKOs, 1 submission. A wrestling phenom, multiple time Swedish national freestyle wrestling champion, multiple time Chechen wrestling freestyle champion. Began wrestling at the age of 5, but he's now developing incredibly dangerous hands. So he's got knockout power with a wrestling base. What more could you wish for in mixed martial arts, Kerry?
I couldn't wish for anything more than this fight. And once again, thanks to our matchmaker, I cannot tell you who I believe is going to win this fight. I, right now, have no idea. All I know is it's going to be one tremendous fight.
Khamzat Chimaev was training in Germany, helping Abbas Magomedov for the £1 million fight. He gets the call to fight for Brave. He's on a plane to Sweden the next day to round off his camp, then get on a plane to come here and fight Sidney Wheeler.
Fighter enters the cage. And let's take it up to the lows.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and let's bring his opponent into the cage for our main event of the evening. From Dalton, Georgia, USA, give it up for the All-American Kid, Sidney Wheeler.
Had a great camp, had a great set of coaching. Just now, family really supports me. Had a really wonderful camp training out of Cleveland a lot with the Killer Bees and in Red Bait Boxing Gym. Feel really good, strong, a lot of cardio for this fight. Feeling really good at 185 pounds. I think it's the best decision I've ever made. My prediction is late second, third round finish. I don't think he's going to be in shape for what I'm bringing. I'm going to be bringing a lot of power and speed, and I'm just going to be on him the whole entire fight. And he hasn't really went to the later rounds with many of his opponents. And I'm going to bring him to those deep waters and see what he's made of.
Oh, loving the music.
Wow, if fights were won and lost on entrance music,
Sid just won the belt.
Wow. Sidney Wheeler wasted absolutely no time getting to the cage. A good old southern boy with an extensive repertoire in the combat sports. A former high school state wrestling champion. A former kickboxing champion. A former national amateur boxing champion. He is the new version of mixed martial artist. He is that next evolutionary step.
In addition to all of his physical skills, he's also got a personality that is tailor-made for this sport. You either love the guy or you hate him. Either way, you're going to watch Sid the Kid Wheeler.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the MTV Brave 20 Hyderabad, India main event of the evening. Presented by Mercury Sports Entertainment. And this is the fight you've all been waiting for. 3 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Your judges for this battle are David Leatherby, Mark Collette, and Vo Paio. Your referee for the main event is the one and only Mark Goddard. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one question for you, and I believe you know what that is. India, are you ready? Let's meet our first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, This man's a mixed martial artist with a perfect record of 3 wins and no losses. He stands 188 centimeters tall and weighs already 83.9 kilograms. Representing All Stars Training Center out of Stockholm, Sweden, by way of Chechnya. Give it up for Hamzat Chimaev. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 8 wins and 3 losses. He stands 182 centimeters tall and weighs already 84.14 kilograms. Representing Blaylock's Gym out of Dalton, Georgia, USA. Give it up for the All-American Kid, Sydney Wheeler. For fighter instructions, your referee, Mark Goddard.
Okay, gents, you understand the rules. You fight in the list of me at all times. Keep yourself protected. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch, do it now. Let's do it.
Audience is hushed, waiting for that cage door to lock. Kerry, do you think Hamzat enjoys being in there? I think he's at home, just absolutely reveling in it every second. Oh! Big 1-2 from Sydney Wheeler to start.
And Sid is down.
But Chimaev,
Heavy shots coming in. Heavy shots landing on him. Heavy. That tight waist is.
that's great wrestling control that he has there. Just prevents Wheeler from basing out, and he's landed heavy strikes here. The All-Star fighter taking down the wrestling state champion and controlling him with the wrist here. Those are huge strikes.
Oh! Referee has stopped that bout and called it over.
What a performance! Right off the bat.
Oh my God!
Right off the bat, on short notice, a weight division up. Hamzat Chimaev puts in an absolutely blistering performance. Takes down the high school state wrestling champion and just delivers unanswered blow after unanswered blow, leaving referee Mark Goddard with no other option but to call an end to the fight. The sky is quite literally the limit for Hamzat Chimaev. I'm excited and a little bit scared to see what he does next inside the cage.
Phil, Boers turned pro 6 months ago. He's now 4-0. What you're looking at right there is the hottest mixed martial arts fighter on this planet.
Hamzat just put the entire middleweight and welterweight division on notice in that fight. Perhaps the best performance we've seen of his young wrestling mixed martial arts career. Motioning that he wants a shot at that belt. And after a performance like that, rightfully, who can deny him? Just look at those devastating strikes. The big man's fighting like he's left the oven on. Beautiful. Huge hammer fist, and I think he may have actually forced the top there from Sydney Wheeler. Oh, I need a breath, so all I can do now is send it over to the roaring line of brave Mr. Carlos Kramer.
What a way to finish this main event, which ends at 35 seconds of the very first round. Your winner by TKO due to strikes from Chechnya, Hamzat Chimaev.
You turned pro just 6 months ago.
Thank you, India. I love you, India. Oh!
India loves you back. You turned pro just 6 months ago. You're now 4-0. I'm going to say it's official. I have my arm around the hottest fighter on the planet. You took this fight on short notice, moved up to middleweight. Middleweight title is vacant. Have you considered staying at this weight and maybe making a title run?
I want to go every day fighting. Sit down, you can go away var jag upp där. Det spelar ingen roll vem som helst vilken vikt.
Okay. I don't want to stay in the category. The only thing I want is the belt in 77. The belt is belong to me, so Brave Nation, please give it to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hottest fighter on the planet Earth right now.
Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar.
We want to thank India for your hospitality. It's a great nation. We want to thank Brave Nation. Wonderful, wonderful organization and fighting. Thanks everybody, and please give it the belt in 77 kilo.
Hyderabad, India, you've been incredible. Give yourselves a round of applause for making history with us tonight. Alhamdulillah. I love you guys. On behalf of MTV and Mercury Sports Entertainment and Brave Combat Federation and His Royal Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa and Brave President the Haq Mohammed Shahid, we want to say thank you and good night.